All right, welcome to the first ever AlphaCast. Normally we have a schedule to go by, but today, since E3's been going on, we decided screw it. Let's just talk about E3. I think that's what everyone cares about right now. So with me, we've got Brett, Grant, and Julius for the first time. So where should we start, guys? Microsoft?
Yeah.
All right. So first thing they showed was Call of Duty Advanced Warfighter. Any thoughts on this?
Personally, I don't really care for the franchise anymore. Just all the same recycled stuff for me. But I really was impressed with the gadgets and the advanced weapons they showed, and it sounded really nice and it looked really pretty too.
Yeah, usually it just seems like a repeated franchise, but this one seems like it'd be different with all the gadgets, like you said. Like that blocker that, like, whenever you aimed it, like, lowered, that was pretty cool.
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
Yeah, yeah. It looks, it reminds me a lot of Titanfall, which of course reminds everyone of Call of Duty. But it seems like they are, with the advanced warfighter kind of, atmosphere. They're looking for the opportunity to kind of match what Titanfall did as far as enhancing the formula, and the tools look cool. So, oddly, I'm pretty interested in this one.
Yeah, I kind of got that too. Like, when the guy he was like jet packing up onto the thing or whatever. That definitely reminded me of Titanfall a lot. What about the guy getting his arm ripped off?
That was awesome.
Yeah, that was cool.
Yeah.
That was
That's how it is.
Let's see, I have smart grenade. Did anyone catch that? The
Oh
smart
yeah, like the
grenade.
infrared thing.
um,
Yeah, he kind of like he chose what kind of grenade he wanted. Like he was like cycling through and he like decided, I forget what it was, but then he threw it in the air and it just homed in on a guy. I
Yeah.
thought that was pretty cool.
Hmm.
Other than that though, I don't know. It's Call of Duty. I'm sure I'll play it when it comes out, but right now, yeah, not
Graphics
too
seem more
interested.
impressive
Yeah.
than usual Call of Duty.
Yeah, the graphics did stand out. The graphics look good.
I'll give it a shot.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm
I'll
interested.
play
I'm
it.
interested to see what the whole Kevin Spacey aspect. Is he just doing like some voice actor stuff, or how's they going to come into play? That's a change of pace from the normal, Call of Duty using like Snoop Dogg's voice or something like that. But
Yeah,
so this will be
yeah, yeah.
different. So like I said, I'm pretty interested in this one. It definitely wasn't something I was like, oh, I got to play Call of Duty. It wasn't like this wasn't a mic drop. It was like, okay, we saw a little bit of this earlier, and interested
Yeah.
to see what'll come from it.
Hmm.
I was hoping. I don't know if you guys were watching the IGN live stream or whatever, but I was hoping Kevin Spacey
Oh
would come
my
out
god,
like Greg was
that'd
hoping
be awesome.
for. Like Kevin Spacey's the only reason I'm into this Call of Duty right now.
I did like the point you made, Julius, with Kevin Spacey, because just coming off House of Cards, and he's in politics, and I could definitely see that playing an integral role in this story.
Hmm. Yeah, and yeah, it seems like at least this will be better than the Titanfall story. I don't know how much of you guys,
Yeah.
how much Titanfall you
I
guys
heard it's
played,
pretty
but
much non-existent.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's just garbled mess over over the regular gameplay, team
Mhm.
deathmatch.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's just background noise. I had no idea I was playing the story until like I was halfway done. I'm like, oh, something's going on here.
Yeah, I like
Right.
stories and shooters, but it's few and far between right now.
Yeah, yeah. I have Forza 5, the new ring announced
Yeah.
free. If you got Forza 5, that's a good thing to pick up on. And then Forza 2 Horizon was shown, or Forza Horizon 2 was shown directly after that. Any racing fans?
Yeah, I mean, besides obviously Mario Kart, it's completely different, but Forza is my preferred realistic racing series. I've been playing it since Forza 2 with my buddy, and just we used to always play Nürburgring, various classes, and it was just so much fun.
Is that game cross-gen?
Yeah.
It's a
I know,
Microsoft
Xbox.
exclusive.
Alright.
Yeah, I think it's 360
Yeah,
and
that's what I
Xbox
thought.
One now.
Mm.
But while Forza 5 is an Xbox One only.
Mm.
Right. I have Forza 5 for the Xbox One, and it was the first time I bought a Forza game in a while. I don't love it. It's for me it's too realistic, if that makes any sense.
Mhm.
It's
Yeah,
it's not what I like in my racing games. I am interested in the Horizon, series, because it reminds me a little bit more of Burnout, which, I love Burnout Revenge.
I
So,
Burnout's
agree.
great. Yeah.
so I'm hoping this is,
Yeah.
this is more along those lines, and it seems like that's what we may be getting with this.
Yeah.
Yeah, it seems a lot more arcadey. And
Mhm.
honestly, one of the big reasons I bought Forza 5 was just because it looked stunning. I just wanted to see how far I could push the Xbox One.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I haven't played too much of it. I played a little bit of it, and
Mhm.
now it's just kind of been on my shelf for a while.
Yeah, same here. It collects dust, but I did enjoy, playing around with the cars and putting logos on it. And,
Yeah.
it looks amazing. It's, for the Xbox One, it's the game that you can say, hey, if someone hasn't seen the console, hasn't seen the next gen console, hasn't seen the graphics, you can say, okay, look at this. This is what
Right.
it's supposed to look like.
Yeah, I agree. What about Evolve? Now there's a game.
Ooh, I'm excited for this. I'm excited for
Yeah.
this.
Yeah, same.
All I've heard so far is that whomever the one solo player is, you get a 30-second head start, and you can just attack the wildlife and slowly become stronger and stronger, giving you an advantage. And that seems really cool. But I do wish there was a form of maybe stealth. I don't know if there is one or not. And you can like hide around, and your enemies have no idea where you are, and you just sneak up and try and take them out one by
Well, it
one.
kind of sounds like that, right? Like when you first start out as the predator or whatever, you're supposed to be kind of sneaking around trying to get by them.
Yeah.
Maybe attacking them indirectly.
Mm.
But then as you get stronger, the roles kind of flip, and then the other guys are trying to freaking run and hide
Yeah.
and things like that. Maybe not, like really stealthy, like something you'd see in like, Splinter Cell
Yeah.
or something like
Like,
that.
use the
But it
environment
seems like there'll be
to your
some
advantage.
sort of element.
Yeah, I think I just need to play it because it's not like anything else that's out right now. So yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what has me most excited about it. It's not like anything that I can remember playing. It's, the
Yeah.
gameplay is just, it's different. It's multiplayer, but it's single player all in one, and it has,
Right.
an interesting kind of, feel to it. The look, I just look forward to being, one of the monsters and just wrecking everybody. That's,
Yeah.
I can't wait to play that.
and it's
game.
next gen only.
Yeah, I remember first playing Left 4 Dead by the same developer,
Yeah.
the first one, and thinking like that's one of the best co-op games I've played still, and like I think they're just gonna nail it with this.
I mean,
I think it's gonna be great.
Left 4 Dead's a fantastic franchise, and I can only imagine what they're going to do on a next-gen console.
Yeah. Assassin's Creed Unity.
I'm going to say I'm moderately excited, solely because I know very little about the French Revolution, but I mean, that's going to entice me to play this because I love history so much, and I want to know more about that.
Yeah, I really liked Black Flag because it like wasn't as serious as the past games, and co-op seemed cool. So I'll let you give it a try.
Mm.
Yeah, I'm definitely interested in the co-op. That, when I saw the preview at the beginning of the preview, I said, okay, another Assassin's Creed. We know this was coming. When they showed the co-op, I was like, okay, now we're talking. So I'm interested.
Yeah.
I'm interested in that one for sure. It's among the few on my short list of games. Like, okay, that's a day one purchase for me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, same with me. Like, I'm not a big Assassin's Creed guy. I played 3 and I thought it was bad, more or less. And 4 was fun, but when I saw co-op in this, I'm like, yep, I'm buying this, because just imagine like, run around the city with like a couple buddies. That'd be dope.
Yeah.
I hear like the main story is single player, and then there's like free roam co-op, and also like missions that you can do co-op in.
Mm.
Yeah, that I'm down for that. I could get on board.
I forget who said it, but there was this cool idea where if one of your partners gets seen or messes up the operation, you can opt to take them out and make it easier on you guys, so you guys aren't detected and the mission goes much more smooth.
That's sweet.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
I mean,
cool.
I don't know if it's official, but that would be really cool to do.
What about Dragon Age Inquisition?
Oh my god, I'm so excited. I'm so excited.
Yeah, I mean, I'll probably play it, but I think Witcher 3 is the one
Yeah,
I'm
me
holding
too.
out for.
I just want a 100-hour Dragon Age game with beautiful graphics, because I mean Dragon Age 1, it didn't look great, but the combat and story were fantastic. And I'm just really excited for hopefully an open world-esque Dragon Age.
Yeah, it looks like that's what we're getting here. An open age, Dragon Age. So I'm interested, but like Jake, it's that Witcher 3 that I'm looking most forward to.
Yeah. They didn't show much though. They showed a trailer. They showed more during the E3 conference, but we'll talk about that later. And now probably one thing, the game they emphasized the most during Microsoft, other than Halo, of course, is Sunset Overdrive. The trailer I thought was pretty great. Definitely, when I saw the Insomniac door, I was like, okay, this is Sunset Overdrive. But yeah, you can customize a character, which I think will be a great addition to that. They said multiplayer. I think I heard co-op. I don't know about that. But I mean, it looks like a lot of fun.
Yeah, Insomniacs, they've always been one of my favorite studios, and they always have that comedy and that crazy weapons, which keeps bringing me back every time. And they finally get to do their own game their own way, and it just seems like a great idea, and I really hope it does well.
Yeah.
I just wondered if like they're emphasizing like movement so much, if like you ever get to like slow down more than just like keep grinding on rails and jumping on cars.
For me, this is a game I'm just gonna have to play it first. I like the over the top aspect, with the weapons and everything like that. I know to expect that, but watching it in action, I'm like, okay, it didn't wow me. I actually like the movement a bit. I like the grinding on the rails and everything. But it's one of those games. I'm kind of holding off my anticipation until I get a chance to play it before I can really say this is something I want to get.
I'm with you. I mean, it looks funny, it looks great, but I'm not sold on it. Mm-hmm. I don't know if you guys played Fuse. It was their game before, and mm-hmm. It was very okay. Mm-hmm. This looks more promising, but still, I think I'm gonna hold out on it. Dead Rising 3 DLC. I don't know if we need to spend much time on this. I mean, I don't know the name of it because it was something ridiculous,
super
like Dead Rising 3 Ultra Mega Super.
Over.
Wait, let me bring up the name real quick. It's really
it's so
the name of it?
Superfluous.
Yeah, I mean, it looks interesting. I'm gonna skip over Disney Fantasia, Dance Central, Fable Legends. Any Fable fans?
I love the first one. It's probably one of my favorite RPGs of all time. I briefly played 2, I liked it, and I just didn't play the rest of the series.
Okay.
I'm not interested at all. Not interested in Fable Legends at all.
Yeah. I'm pretty cold on it. Fable 3 was fun. Fable 2 was fun. Fable 1 was great, but yeah. I'm probably going to pass on this guy.
I found the Dead Rising 3 name.
Oh, yeah, let's hear it.
God.
Super Ultra Dead Rising 3 Arcade Remix Hyper Edition EX plus Alpha.
Oh my God. that's ridiculous.
Great. That's pretty great.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I guess it's Capcom making fun of itself and everything.
What's that?
I said it's Capcom making fun of itself and everything, and that's pretty cool. But I don't know. I didn't. I'm one of the people that didn't love Dead Rising, 3 in the first place. So,
I didn't care much for it either.
Yeah, I don't think that the DLC will be something that I'm picking up. I'm a big Street Fighter fan, so I appreciate seeing Street Fighter characters in different places, but I don't think it's something that I'll be playing.
Yeah, if I was a Dead Rising 3 fan, I'd be stoked for this, but it's not worth it to me. Mm-hmm. Next up, Project Spark. I don't know if you guys played the beta. The beta was crap, I thought. I have absolutely no interest in this. The Conquer reveal at the end, I thought that was kind of cool. I don't know if you guys played the original Conquer.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But still, if it's made in Project Spark, I can't imagine it being that good because the beta was pretty bad.
What exactly is it? Is it just a huge number of mini games, or what is it?
It's like a game creation sort of game.
Okay.
Like you create games within the game. It's a lot like Little Big Planet.
Yeah.
But it's 3D in it. I just kind of thought it was bland when I played it. But still, I mean, that was a beta. they could change lots of things. I mean, I could see people having lots of fun with this, but it just wasn't for me.
Yeah, guess we'll see how it turns out.
It's something like that I'm not very interested in either. I'm not a big fan of the games where you have to make your own game. I want a game that a developer made, and I purchase it and I plug it in and I play. I don't want to create my own experience. Not I don't want that much control over creating my own experience. So it's something that
I usually like creating the character, customizing my cars or whatever, and that's about it for me.
And experience what the developers put out for me to enjoy.
What was that?
I said I want to experience what the developers put out for me to enjoy, and not have to worry about making some random thing for myself.
Yeah. Ori and the Blind Forest. They showed just a trailer for this. I thought it looked interesting. I'm into it. I'll probably buy it. But nothing. I'm not like counting down the days for this.
Yeah, I mean, if I see it, I'll definitely try it out.
I don't really know much about it.
Yeah.
It looked interesting. It was just an indie game. It had a similar design or a similar art style as Child of Light.
Yeah, I like that.
So I thought that was pretty cool. But other than that, I didn't really understand it. But
it looked very pretty, but I mean, when it comes out, it's not gonna be a major must-own. I'll give it a shot. If I like it, I like it. If I don't, I don't.
Yeah. It'll probably be cheap too. $15, $10.
Yeah.
Now the big one, Halo Master Chief Collection.
Oh my goodness, this won me over. Halo 2, it's one of my favorite shooters of all time. Even Halo 1 is fantastic. I love the series throughout, and just seeing it get the treatment it deserves, remaster, got me really excited, and I think this is really gonna help sell the Xbox One, even though it's selling pretty well right now.
Yeah, I think I'm most excited for the Halo 2 anniversary.
Yeah, I'm in the same boat with you guys. That was the one, and we knew something was coming Halo related and Halo 2, related, and this one, is definitely, that's a day one purchase for me. I have to have that game. Looking forward to, replaying that series with the improved graphics and everything else.
Yeah, we should play some co-op in that.
Definitely.
But 100 multiplayer maps. That was sick.
Is that just Halo 2, or is that the whole thing?
That's massive.
I think that spans all 4 of them. So I think they're gonna have all the maps from Halo 1 in Halo 1, all the maps from Halo 2 in Halo 2, all the maps from Halo 3 in Halo 3. It's basically just gonna be a giant collection of maps, which I think is cool because there are some really great ones that kind of have been forgotten. That I'm gonna love to replay. Also, it had 4,000 gamer score. That's pretty crazy.
Right.
If you're into gamer score, it's probably a good investment. But for Halo 5 Guardians, we didn't see much there.
Just a trailer, right?
Yeah, 60 frames per second, dedicated servers. I talked about that. Halo 4 or Halo Master Chief Collection comes with a beta for it. That's kind of cool. Inside. Any of you guys played Limbo?
Inside.
I've always wanted
Limbo.
to and never actually played it. I'm sure I'll probably download it when I get PlayStation Plus for an extended amount of time.
I think it's free.
Yeah.
On Vita?
On PlayStation Plus. Because I'm probably going to get a 3-month thing of it, so.
It's good. So yeah, I'm excited for Inside.
It looked really interesting. I like the background. It seemed like everybody was in like a one uniformed society. Everybody's doing the same thing. It's just very mundane, and he's trying to escape or something. That really intrigued me.
Tomb Raider 2.
I'm excited. I really liked the reboot. Thought it was a fun game. It's probably one of my favorite games of last year. And obviously I'm going to assume it's a multi-plat. I'll probably pick it up day one.
I'll probably get it. I really liked the last one. It was just like a lot of the gameplay was fun, and then the only thing bad was the side characters seemed less important because Laura was
they were very
really
bland.
Yeah, yes, I feel the same way. The side characters in that in that reboot game, they really bored me actually. And they took away from
Hmm.
Lara for a little
Yeah,
bit. I love the gameplay in that Tomb Raider reboot, and so I'll definitely be picking that one up for sure.
I agree.
Interesting premise too. At least from what we got from the
Hmm.
trailer. Witcher 3.
Uh,
Talked about this a little bit before. I mean, it looks great. It looks a lot like Witcher 2. I didn't play much Witcher 2, but I think I'll probably spend a lot of time on this just because it'll be like one of the first big RPGs for next gen. It looks massive.
yeah. I haven't played the first two. I know they're on the cheap side, so probably pick them up and just enjoy those. Because I really want to get into that series because I'm a huge RPG fan, and I will definitely be buying that day one when it comes out.
Yeah, like you said, this is the game I'm looking, probably looking forward to the most. Is The Witcher 3. I think this will be one of the definitive, the early definitive next gen experiences. I'm really looking forward to seeing what we get from that game. And I played the first one. I didn't play the second one, but this will definitely be one that I pick up. If not day one, pretty early on because I've been looking forward to it since last E3.
Yeah, same with me. That footage of him like just riding the boat around the in the storm. I mean, that just looked incredible. Um, New character for Killer Instinct. I haven't played much Killer Instinct, so I can't really chime in on that. Have you guys played Killer Instinct at all?
I have. I played it. I played it a bunch pretty early on. Because I got the Xbox One at launch, and there wasn't much else to play really. But uh, I like Killer Instinct. I did. I think it was it was a nice restart, reboot for the series. It's pretty interesting. But even though I do like Killer Instinct, I'm not so excited. For the fact that they have a new character or there's another quote unquote season for Killer Instinct. I feel like I've played it, and there's really not much else to do with it.
Yeah, there doesn't seem too much hype behind this new season, new characters and things like that. And then one of the new IPs, or I guess not really new IPs, but it's a reboot, Phantom Dust. I never played the original. I have no idea what this
Haven't
is.
either. Saw a few people.
You're shaking your
Yeah,
head.
I saw a few people were excited for it. I never played it. Actually, didn't really heard of it until Microsoft's conference. But I mean, if it looks cool, maybe I'll give it a shot.
Um, well then, guess we'll move on from there. The Division. They showed some gameplay for that. I'm stoked for this. I'm stoked for this. I think it's gonna be great. I just hope it hasn't been overhyped,
Yeah,
kind of like Watch Dogs was.
When they showed the map underneath the character, I was floored. I was like, wow, now that's awesome. The division is definitely it's another one of those when they mentioned it last E3, and I've been looking forward to it, and so I can't wait to play the division. That seems like my kind of game.
Yeah, it seems grounded, like this doesn't have like those sort of, I mean, it's got points and you kill people, but it doesn't have like the HUD in your face and things like that. Like it's very intuitive in the way it presents the UI and things like that. I think it'll be pretty good.
Yeah, it, like incorporates the HUD into the environment, which I think is cool, especially with like the really good graphics. It makes you more immersed in the game, I guess.
Yeah, it reminds me a lot of other Ubisoft franchises. Like looks like it had some elements of Splinter Cell, Rainbow Six, Watch Dogs, Assassin's Creed. But yeah, I think it'll be a lot of fun. Scalebound, another new IP that we got from the conference. I
yeah.
I don't know.
It looked
I
it
don't
looked
know.
interesting for what we saw. We saw very little, but I mean, maybe when we see more down the road, I'll consider it. I just don't know enough yet to really give a true opinion on it.
I agree. It's just not. We haven't seen. I haven't seen enough of that game in order to say, hey, this is something that I want to play or not. There was nothing in the small preview that we saw that made me say, okay, I'm interested. So I don't want to pass judgment on the game yet. So we'll
Yeah.
see how it goes.
That's what annoys me about IPs because like you see the game and you're like, oh, this looks cool, but then you gotta wait a long time for something else to come out.
It just didn't feel that strong to me though. Like even though we didn't see that much, so I don't want to judge it,
You're
but
right.
it just didn't seem that strong. Maybe it's just not something I'm into. Like if you're into those kind of games, like it's developed by Platinum, so it's probably like a high
Crazy,
speed, you know, like
insane
yeah.
action
So
game.
if you like Bayonetta, Metal Gear Rising, Revengeance, whatever the hell it was
I like
called,
that game.
maybe that'll be for you. I never played it. It seemed fun though. But they ended with Crackdown. What do you guys think? Did you guys play the old Crackdown games?
I heard the first one is just a really insane like action game over the top, like just being like a superhero and it's like really fun. But I never got a chance to play them.
Yeah,
Is this like a new game, or is it just like a reboot / remake of the first one?
I think it's a reboot. I have Crackdown 3 written down here, but in the trailer it just said Crackdown, which I think is good because Crackdown 2 I didn't play it, but I heard it was pretty rough around the edges.
And I played the second one. It was horrible. You know, and I can't say it any more than that. It was, you know, the first Crackdown was a good game. It was exciting. It was, you know, you could do virtually anything. It was like you felt like a superhero. The second one was, it was just, you know, unfortunately it was a bad game. It was not well made. It had a lot of bugs. You know, so I'm glad that it's a reboot.
Yeah, and it's apparently this one's gonna be made by the same people who made the first one.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess they paid someone else to make the second,
Mm-hmm.
but now the original creators are coming back to make this one. So I think that could be very good for it. But overall, what would you guys think of the Microsoft conference?
I thought it was really good. I was on the fence about the system before the conference, but afterwards I was like, wow, like I could definitely see myself getting an Xbox One because there's some really cool games out there, and we're getting a lot of great multi-plats exclusives, and the future looks really bright for the Xbox One.
Yeah, they lived up to their promise saying they were all about games at C3 because that's all they did. They only mentioned Connect once with I think it was Dance Central or Harmonix, I don't remember. But yeah, it was really good.
Yeah, I'm with you. It was a nice change of pace from the previous year. You know, that last year's E3 was, you know, debacle. It was bad.
Yeah.
You know, it had a lot of negative press associated with, you know, the price of the system. You know, the Connect, you know, integration, all the talk about the TV and everything else. And with Phil Spencer coming, you know, on board as the lead now, you know, they really focused on games, and that's what should be presented at E3. You know, and so I was glad to see that. You know, I'll be honest with you. You know, like I'm an Xbox One owner, so I'm definitely looking to see, you know, what Xbox has in store.
Right.
I enjoyed their press conference, but I felt like, you know, I was hoping that Xbox would just present something to us that was we had not heard of previously. You know, a new IP, and also something that would have all of us engaged and all of us talking about. And
Right.
they don't have that. They don't have that bomb that they could just drop on the stage and just walk off and say, you know, get an Xbox One. They just didn't
Right.
have that one. So, you know,
Yeah,
overall, I'll let you go ahead, Jake.
sorry. No, continue. Finish what you're saying.
Oh, well, I was just going to continue to say is that it just seemed like that's what Microsoft needs. They need that one, that big IP, that big title that, you know, it's new, it's engaging, and, you know, and they don't have that yet. They still don't have that, and so, you know, I'm a little bit disappointed by that.
Yeah, I kind of felt similar. Like I thought they had a great press conference. Like we got to see lots of games and lots of games that are coming out soon. Like I know, like the EA was like, this game's coming out in 5 years from now. So it was kind of nice being able to see all these games that are coming out soon. But there was nothing, like you were saying, there was nothing that really blew me away. Like Sony, I mean, the Uncharted trailer,
Oof,
I mean,
that was pretty.
that kind of blew me away. The Order 1886, I think Sony has a stronger portfolio coming up, but I think the Microsoft press conference was still really good. I think it was probably the best press conference, but maybe they don't have the strongest portfolio.
Yeah, I would agree with you. Those words exactly. It was. I think it was the best press conference of the three. Of the three consoles. But they don't. They still don't have the portfolio of games that Sony has coming up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. All right, so we're gonna move on to Sony now. I think someone else can take the helm for that because I don't have a list.
Yeah, I got it. First up, Destiny beta is July 17th.
I'm excited for Destiny.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm definitely buying a bundle. Unfortunately, I won't be able to play the beta, but I'll be getting Destiny for sure.
Yes, I think everybody's on board with Destiny. That'll be some good multiplayer experience for all of us. We're looking forward to that one.
Yeah.
Okay. Next up, Jake, you and Brett are interested in the Glacier White PS4 Destiny bundle.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I think that'll probably be the PS4 I get unless The Last of Us just gets me to buy it sooner.
Comes out with a new. Yeah.
I mean, I forget where I read it, but I believe it's like $450 because it comes with, the Glacier White PS4, Destiny, and I think a month of PlayStation Plus, which is a really good deal right there.
Yeah.
So
yeah. I mean, if you don't have a PlayStation 4 like me, that's probably
Same here.
Me, that's probably the best time to get
absolutely.
one.
Yeah, I bought a PlayStation 4 day one, and when I saw the white PS4, I got a little jealous. I said, "Wow," you had to know. I mean, eventually, like some different color, different look, consoles are coming out.
Yeah.
You know that those versions are going to come out. But when I saw the white one, I said, "Oh my God!" It's
yeah,
sweet.
that thing looks sleek.
It is so sweet.
It is beautiful.
Yeah.
Next up, Entwined. We got a new trailer and it's available now.
Not my thing. It's cool. I love it when they're like, "Oh, here's this game and it's available now." Like, I think that's
agree.
awesome. But yeah, I probably wouldn't have spent my money on it, but if it's great, it's great. I mean, it's still pretty cool.
Yeah, it looks like a pretty game.
Yeah, I might try it out. Okay, next up, Little Big Planet 3. We got a gameplay and trailer. It's coming in November.
Ooh. Love the series. It's great platform puzzle. Make a bunch of games out of it, and it looked really pretty. And it introduced a new character, so I think PlayStation fans are very excited for Little Big Planet 3.
Yeah, this one seems like it focuses more on like cooperative puzzle solving with like the new characters and stuff, and there's a way for everyone to get through the level. So I thought that was really interesting.
Yeah, I'm not a huge Little Big Planet fan, but I'm sure if you love Little Big Planet, you're gonna love Little Big Planet 3.
Yeah, I'm with you. It's definitely not one of my favorite series. To me, it's one of those. It's an opportunity to create your own experience. Even though it has, it has a little bit more, mini games and kind of things to do. But I'm not really that interested in Little Big Planet.
Yeah, it's kind of like going back to Project Spark, and I think Little Big Planet's probably going to be a better game. It is a better game than Project Spark as far as I can tell, but still same thing. Like, I just don't want to build a level and then play it. It's not my kind of thing.
Yeah, some people love making their own levels and stuff, but like it just takes so long, and then you like play through it a few times, and then you'll get tired enough to make a new one. So I don't really see the appeal.
Yeah, and some people make some fantastic stuff that I'm sure I'd probably love to play, but yeah, I probably won't be spending my money on it.
And also the online levels that people created from the past two will be on Little Big Planet 3.
Okay.
That's cool.
Yeah, there were some cool levels online that I played with a couple friends, and I like those.
Infamous Second Son DLC, Infamous First Light coming in August.
I didn't play Infamous Second Son.
Yeah, I haven't played the new one yet.
I really liked it. The gameplay was really fun. The story was short, and there's a morality system, but it doesn't really make any difference whether you're good or evil, except for a few different cutscenes. But the end is basically the same.
Mm-hmm.
Well, no, the end is the only thing that was different, but the story throughout is it didn't change whether your morality was bad or good.
Yeah, I just picked up Infamous Second Son last week. I haven't even played it yet, but it's something that was on my radar to play eventually. I'll probably get to it. Maybe this weekend I'll play through it in order to get the experience, and then I'll see if I'm really interested in DLC or not.
Mm-hmm.
It looks stunning.
Yeah.
But from what I've heard, yeah, it's one of those games that you get for a weekend and you play it a weekend, you love it, and then you probably don't pick it up again.
Yeah. I beat it like twice and cleared out the city twice again, and then I'm pretty much burnt out with it.
Love the first one, love the second one. I'll definitely pick up the Second Son and its DLC at some point.
Bloodborne Project Beast. We got a trailer and it's coming in 2015.
I don't know. I'm guessing it's like Demon Souls. That kind of
I heard it's like a successor.
The rumor around it. I've played Dark Souls. I mean, I respect the people who enjoy it.
Yeah,
it's a hard game to enjoy.
I dabbled here and there,
but it is pretty satisfying when you can like beat bosses and things like that. It is pretty satisfying. But yeah, it's not a system seller for me. I'm not gonna go buy a system for this.
Yeah, I'm.
Go ahead.
Oh, I was just gonna say that I'm kind of in the same boat. Dark Souls, Demon Souls, those types of games is just really not my bag. I can appreciate the gameplay. I can appreciate those that like those type of titles, but I don't need that punishing gameplay.
Yeah, I would get too
frustrated
way too easily.
Right.
Next up, Far Cry 4. We got some new gameplay and introduce a co-op, and you can invite friends to play even if they don't own the game.
Absolutely sold.
Elephants, man. Elephants. I'm sold.
They look so...
Elephants, breaking cars and stuff. Yeah.
How do they do that, though? Like, if you're not... How can you play if you don't own it?
I'm sure they're going to make something out. It's probably like a cloud system.
Download something. You'll probably download, like, a free-to-play version or something like that, and then join people's games. I thought that was really cool.
Yeah. Dead Rising 2. We got a really funny trailer I liked. But game probably won't be anything special.
Dead Island 2.
Dead Rising. Dead Island 2.
There you go.
Haven't played the series. I heard it's okay. It's kind of redundant at times, and I don't see myself picking this up. Don't really care for it.
It's buggy as all hell, but it's fun. Like the reason I stopped playing was because my character got corrupt and deleted. I'm like, nope, I'm not playing this anymore.
Poor guy.
Yeah, I'm not really that interested in this one either.
Yeah.
Disney Infinity got some exclusive figures to PlayStation. I'm not really that interested, but I might try it out.
Yeah, never tried that Skylanders or Disney Infinity. I'm sure it's very cool, but it's not for me.
Yeah, not for me.
Yeah, we already have Lego Marvel superheroes.
Yeah,
I still gotta pick that up.
Yeah.
That's really cool.
That's an awesome game.
I haven't played a Lego game since
Magica
Lego
2.
Star Wars.
Magica 2.
Yeah, didn't appeal to me at all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was really odd, to be honest.
I thought the trailer was kind of funny, but yeah, probably not gonna play it.
Yeah, I'm not familiar with the series at all, so
yeah, same here.
It didn't grab me.
We talked a little bit about this
remake
before we got
of Grim Fandango for PS4 and Vita.
I'm really excited. I'm really excited for this. I haven't played any Tim Schafer games really. I've heard Grim Fandango is a fantastic game from the past, and I'm really excited to get a remaster and play it on my Vita.
Yeah, I'll probably play it. I've played most of his games in there, and they're funny. I mean, most of them are fun. Psychonauts is one of my favorite games made by him. But I'm not a huge point-and-click adventure guy. Like I was saying earlier, like Broken Age was fun, good writing, but it's nothing. It didn't speak to me personally. But if you love it, you love it. I mean,
more power to you.
It's a well-built game.
Yeah. I still don't have a Vita. It's one. I don't have any handhelds actually, and I was planning on getting a Vita soon, and I think that'll be one of the purchases that I make for the Vita. I'm pretty interested in this. One.
Yeah, probably a good call.
Some new indie games were announced for PS4 and Vita, I think Broforce, Not a Hero, Hotline Miami 2, Wrong Number, Talos Principle, and Titan Souls.
Broforce, I'm really excited
Alright.
for. She looks like an insane
Didn't
shooter.
they show off? They showed off Hotline Miami 2, right? A little bit.
Yeah.
Hotline Miami's friggin' awesome.
I haven't played it yet.
So I'm down for the second one for sure.
Yep. Let It Die. We got a trailer. I don't really know what the game
Yeah, I
is. I think it's fighting, maybe.
I don't even remember this
Yeah,
one.
I
Yeah,
saw a trailer today because my buddy was talking about it, but I didn't really notice it too much.
Abzu. We got a trailer from Giant Squid, creators of Journey.
Oh, right. Looks very pretty. I haven't played Journey. I wish I did, but I'm sure I'll probably pick that up
Yeah.
when it comes out.
Yeah. I never played Journey either. I want to, but I still haven't played Journey.
Yeah, I played Journey.
Yeah, I want to go.
This seems like a lot like it. I'll be interested in it.
Okay. No Man's Sky. We got some gameplay, and a trailer.
I'm looking forward to this. I'm really looking forward to this. This is this is my game of show. It looks awesome. If they can, they've made some big promises. So if everything they've said delivers, I'm so in. I'll never need another game if it's what they say.
Yeah, I heard you were talking about this quite a bit, and I think you've got me sold on it. It looks really unique and just so awesome and unprecedented. So
I think
Like how everyone starts on a different planet is really cool. Like you make your own adventure.
Microsoft made a huge mistake by letting this one get away.
Oh, absolutely.
Like, that this is a Sony exclusive.
God.
Like
Right.
that's
It's like you said. If this delivers on what's promised, I mean, this will be my game just for for a console generation. I mean, it's I heard this game was mentioned. I remember it being mentioned a while back, and I was like, and I was wondering just maybe a couple weeks ago, what was the name of that game that I was hearing about with the different planets? And when they brought it up on stage, I said. When they brought it up on stage, I said, "Wow, this is the game. This is No Man's Sky. This is the one I was looking for." And I mean, I'm sold. If not The Witcher 3, this will this will be my best of show too. It's the game I'm probably most interested in. I can't wait for this.
PlayStation Now open beta starting July 31st.
sounds cool.
Yeah, cool idea. I mean, there could be some problems with it. Hopefully, Sony will be able to smoothly run this, but I don't really have too much of an interest right now.
Yeah. Honestly,
Like I might try out the beta.
yeah, honestly, I don't know if Well, one, we got to see with the whole purchase of this whole Gaikai, they made a while back, what this was all about. I don't think PlayStation Now is marketed towards us.
Yeah.
We play games and we have we've purchased game consoles and we're tuned in. This is for those people that have kind of a cursory level interest in PlayStation, or and they're kind of interested and they want the opportunity to play certain games. I think this is for those people. It's for the Apple TV or the Chromecast purchaser, that market. So I think there's definitely a market for it, but I don't think it's anybody on this podcast or anybody that'll listen to this podcast most likely.
Yeah, you
I
make a
agree.
really good point there.
Yeah, I think it's an interesting idea. I could see how some people would like it, but I mean, there's got to be some latency. Like I'd rather just play it on a console at home on my TV. Not having to worry about like if the internet disconnects, am I gonna get kicked off? Like I just like it all to be there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Mortal Kombat X. We got some gameplay.
I'm not a huge fighter fan. I do like the Mortal
Neither am I.
Kombat series,
Yeah,
but
me neither.
I mean, if it runs well, it looks pretty. I might pick it up. I'll give it a shot.
Yeah.
This is something.
I liked Injustice last year.
I'm sorry, Grant. What was that you said?
I said I liked Injustice last year, but that's like the first fighter I've liked in a long time.
Yeah, that was a
so-
good game.
Yeah, I'm with you. Piggybacking on Injustice, this is one of those games that I'm really looking forward to as well. I loved Injustice and
Yeah.
the Mortal Kombat. Yeah, I always enjoyed the Mortal Kombat universe, and I'm a fighter. I'm a fan of fighters, so this is something that I'll definitely be picking up.
Yeah, it's always I always have fun with it, but it's one of those games that like after I've gotten the characters, after I've unlocked the characters or whatever, I'm usually out. Like that's it for me. I can never really dig really deep into these
Yeah, I
kind of
can't
games.
really solo Mortal Kombat. I have to play with like a friend or a sibling or something. I just can't play by myself.
The Last of Us Remastered. We got a new trailer and it will be available July 29th. I'm picking this up
stoked
for sure.
this. I mean, Last of Us is one of my favorite games of all time. It's such an incredible game, and I mean, I don't see how much more they could do visually. Maybe some lighting effects and shadows and stuff, but besides that, it's gonna be The Last of Us. But I'm definitely picking it up.
Yeah.
I can't wait to get my ass kicked on grounded mode.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna beat that.
It's gonna be frustrating for a couple of those scenes, but
Survivor was frustrating.
Ooh, yeah, it was.
Yeah, this is definitely a purchase for me day one. I have to get to the Last of Us, on PlayStation 4, just to get the opportunity to get those experiences in on the next gen console. That's going to be awesome.
I agree. Like I can't wait to replay this.
It's more Last of Us, and then I don't have to keep going back for PlayStation 3 for the multiplayer, which I really enjoyed. I thought it was a really strong multiplayer.
Yeah, the multiplayer was great. I didn't get to play enough of it, unfortunately, but from what I played,
I got enough of it where I thought it was very strong.
I got too much of it. I got to like level 101, I think. No, I stopped. Okay. Metal Gear Solid 5, we got a trailer. I didn't really know what was going on.
Yeah, I don't know what Kojima does with his trailers. They're just really odd. But
do you remember the Metal Gear Solid 4, I think, had like a 13 or 15 minute long trailer?
Yeah. But I mean, nonetheless, I'm so stoked for Metal Gear Solid 5. It looks incredible.
His trailers are weird. But yeah, I'll get this. I mean, Metal Gear Ground Zeroes was a lot of fun to play. It was just way too short.
Yeah.
So I mean, if Phantom Pain gives me more of Ground Zeroes, then yeah, I'm in.
Yeah, I didn't play Ground Zeroes. I'll definitely pick that one up. I wanted to wait until we got closer to the Phantom Pain, just because I don't want that tease of the action. I just want
too long to wait.
That's a good call, because that's what it is. It's a tease. Like, I mean, it took some people 3 hours. Took some people 6 minutes to beat that game. It took me around 25 or 30 or something. Like, it's not worth the buy-in,
especially at that price point.
But I mean, I think from what I did play, like, it's gonna be great. Like, the game feels phenomenal.
Okay. Grand Theft Auto 5 is coming to PlayStation 4, Xbox One, and PC this fall.
I'm excited for this. I haven't played it. I'm not the biggest GTA fan, but I have been anticipating GTA 5 for a decent amount of time now, and I'm probably just going to pick it up on a PS4 or Xbox One.
Yeah, I played a lot of GTA 5, loved it. I don't know how much more I'll play. I don't know if I could replay the story again. But yeah, if you haven't played GTA, this is probably the definitive edition right here.
Yeah, I loved GTA 5. I mean, when I got it, I played. I kind of marathoned on that game. I was so interested in it, and using the different characters. I enjoy that world and the satire. I love GTA, and so I'm definitely picking this one up. I played. I was just thinking that since I played the GTA 5 on 360, I was going to pick this one up on PS4, and also the multiplayer. When they were able to get it working, it worked. It was really fun. It was a really enjoyable experience. It just took a while for them to get it going the way they were supposed to.
Yeah, I love the multiplayer. I still want those heists though. Where are those heists?
Right, they left us out. They left us hanging on those heists, but I still did enjoy the multiplayer on that, so I'm looking forward to it on PS4. PS4.
Yeah, I beat it. a few weeks ago, and I really liked it. Characters were really good, and I felt the story was a little too long, but probably the best open world I've played. Um, Batman Arkham Knight, we got gameplay that looked really good.
Yeah.
I mean, all the other Arkham games, I never played
Yeah,
Origins,
I
but
haven't
the other
either.
two were fantastic. So I'm all aboard.
Yeah. I like the Arkham games. I think everybody expected, on Arkham Knight to look good and play good. Arkham Origins was a bit of a disappointment, but it was still enough Batman in order to, to make it enjoyable, to an enjoyable experience. But that one wasn't made by Rocksteady. It was made by WB Games or somebody, WB Montreal, I think. And so I think this one, this one being a Rocksteady game is going to be everything we look forward to, and get a chance to get some of that Batmobile action going on.
Last, Uncharted 4 got a name, A Thieves End. We got a trailer coming to 2015. Graphics look incredible, and it seems like it'll be picking up like a few years after Drake's Deception, so the third game, and then it seems like it'll be the last game of the series.
Probably. At least for now, at least for a good time. Yeah, I'm excited for it. I'm really excited for it. Anything from Naughty Dog is day one purchase
they're on
for me.
top.
Yeah.
Yeah, looking forward to it.
That's all I got.
Go ahead, Grant. I'm sorry.
Sorry, I said that was the last item on the list, so go ahead.
I was just going to say that, Uncharted, really looking forward to that one. I'm interested to see what's going to change. They had the studio that lost a lot of people.
Yeah.
Especially Amy Hennig and Justin Richmond.
Right. So, but I'm pretty sure they'll have enough time to give us something different. But, I can't help but wonder what it's going to be like with the changes.
I could definitely see a darker tone with Neil Druckmann and Bruce Straley at the helm, but I still think it'll be fantastic. It's still going to be that fun, enjoyable, beautiful, comedic game that we're all expecting, and I think it's going to be a flawless game.
Yeah, I'm excited for it. So what did you guys think of the Sony conference?
I really liked it. I've wanted a PS4 for a while now, and they really showed some cool games, and I don't think it was as strong as Microsoft's, but I still think it was very strong, and I just think Sony it's got a lot of stuff to show and a lot of quality stuff.
Yeah, as far as press conferences go, I think Microsoft had a stronger press conference, but I'm more excited for what Sony's got coming out than Microsoft.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Sony met expectations. I mean, they gave us what we were looking for, games that we're going to be excited to play with. The Order, especially. There's some games that really look awesome, and we're already looking forward to them. So they definitely met my expectation. Press conference, presentation wise, they weren't as good as Microsoft because I don't know, for whatever reason, they decided to start talking about the PlayStation camera and all that other stuff.
Yeah.
And I kind of lost interest for a moment.
That was a real dry spell right there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but the games look good.
I really liked it. It's just they started really strong and then fell off a lot during the middle when they were talking about like the comics, whatever that's called. What's it called?
Yeah.
But the TV show.
Yeah.
Didn't really interest me.
And
yeah,
then they picked back up at the end.
They should have saved that for Comic-Con, not for E3.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Alright. Move on to Nintendo.
Alright.
Yeah.
Nintendo, we've got a plethora of content here. Starting off with Super Smash Bros., we got a lot. We got a demo. There was a Smash Invitational, which included all the top Smash players in the world. A couple new characters, including the Mii Brawler, which has a number of combo attacks. I think it has like 36, and the rest of the characters have like 9 or something like that. You have Palutena from Kid Icarus, and you also got Pac-Man. And then we got a 3DS release date, which is expected to be October 3rd, and then the Wii U is still at the end of the year.
Yes, Smash. I'm excited for Smash. I'm not keeping track of it too much because I know it's going to be great, so I'm not. I'm going to get it when it comes out, and I'll play the hell out of it.
Yeah, I agree. It's the game that we know is going to be good, and I think for a lot of the Nintendo games, you already know what to expect. With some of those long lasting series, the Smash will be good, and I think the Mii character, I think that's a nice little twist of being able to import Mii characters and the whole what are they called, the amiibo?
Yeah,
Yeah,
which actually going to talk about
Yeah,
next.
I'm not sold on those, but I mean they seem cool. I could see the market that they're going for.
Yeah, I mean, Amiibo, it's essentially their take on Skylanders Disney Infinity. They said it's going to be used for Smash, obviously, and they could see some other games, including maybe Mario Party or Mario Kart. Um, I could see myself maybe trying out one or two characters, see how it works, but if I don't like it, I'm just going to carry on uh, just regularly, and I'll just have the characters just hanging on a shelf or something for display.
Yeah. I think they'd be cool to like have on the shelf, but I don't really know how much I'll get into them for the actual game. I just hope that you'll be able to play the game without buying any separate figures.
Hmm.
Yeah, it doesn't sound like you will. It sounds like they'll just help you out in battle or something like that. Like I don't think you're gonna have to buy the Marth toy in order to play as Marth,
No.
because that would piss a lot of people off, and I don't think Nintendo
Yeah.
would do
No.
that.
Yeah. Didn't they also announce like that in the future they'll be able to use for like Mario Kart 8?
Yeah.
So I guess that could be like DLC in a form.
Hmm.
yeah, you do make a good point. It is kind of like a DLC, especially for games that have already been released. To be able to use one of these characters in the game. So I think it's a nice touch. For Nintendo. It's something that Nintendo should be doing, especially with the market that they have. Especially.
Yeah.
So I think that it's nice. It's probably not going to be something like you guys said that I will pick up, but it is at least pretty interesting.
Yeah, I agree. And next we have Yoshi's Woolly World. It's essentially what was Yarn Yoshi. It looks like a really pretty platformer using the yarn to destroy the environment, which is made of yarn. It looks pretty fun. I would need to see more before I pick it up, but I'm intrigued by it.
Yeah. Game seems a little empty from a trailer. Like you're basically just like walking on a path and destroying clouds in your way.
Yes, I was listening, and one of the things they said was that the game was supposed to be exploration based. It's not really. There's not even a time limit on the levels, so
Yeah,
it'll be
I did hear about that.
yeah. So that separates it a bit from Mario and Kirby and some of the other games. But I'm interested. I'll wait on that one and see what I think once I get my hands on it.
Yeah,
Right.
usually Yoshi for Nintendo is more for the younger players, because that's a lot easier. I mean, like you said, no time limit. I mean, I'm sure it'll be very well made, but I'll probably have to wait on that one. Maybe if I can redeem a free game with Super Smash Bros, I'll pick that one.
Yeah,
Yeah, Yoshi as a game seems like kind of the equivalent of Kirby. Like they're easy and not like
Yeah,
that.
it's funny though, because I
complex.
remember the first Yoshi's Island was so hard, but now they're now they've gotten a lot easier, from what I've heard at least.
Yeah, there was like a Yoshi's Island on N64 that I had like the Japanese version, so I had no
Yeah.
idea what I was doing, but
Yeah,
it was
a
still
good
fun.
game.
Alright, next we have Captain Toad. We saw a trailer, essentially what you played in Super Mario 3D World, just many more levels. I like it. I love to play in Mario 3D World. It's a nice change of pace, but it'll be pretty cool.
Yeah, I'll definitely get this. Those are some of my favorite parts of 3D World, because like I think they're like unique platforming stuff, so I really liked it.
Yeah, they were fun sections, but I don't know if I'm sold on it.
Yeah, I'm not really sold on it either.
Alright, next we have Zelda Wii U.
Woo!
Oh my god, it's so beautiful. I mean, we saw a trailer at the digital event. Skyrim-esque, hopefully. Just open world, go anywhere. I really like the art style. I thought it was really unique, and I think they could really benefit from that. It looks really cool, and it's an expected 2015 release.
it was just such a big tease because they didn't show that much. They only showed like the world and then like a few seconds of trailer. So I don't really know that much about it, but I'm
Yeah,
still gonna
I'm
get it
stoked
because
for
it's more
this.
Zelda.
Yeah. Right. This is the Legend of Zelda game that we've been waiting on. An open world, experience to be able to just go anywhere and explore and really, be Link. If I understand that may not, there's rumors that may not be the actual protagonist in the game. It may not be Link. So
Yeah, I've heard those rumors.
I don't know, but regardless, this feels like the game that we have been looking forward to as far from the whole Legend of Zelda series. So I'm
Yeah,
looking
we
forward to
finally
this one.
have that system that has the power to produce something of this
Yeah, in
scope.
HD. Thank God it's in
Right.
HD.
I know.
Right.
But yeah, I'm stoked
Um,
for this. This is day one purchase. I will play this. I will play this till the end. Yeah.
yeah. Next, we got a trailer on new Pokemon remakes, Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire. I liked them when they first came out, but I don't see myself picking them up.
Yeah. Pokemon, they're all the same. Not in a bad way. Like they're all fun.
Yeah.
To an extent. I may or may not get it. I don't know.
Yeah, it's
Yeah, I may get it. It just seems like Pokemon nowadays there's too many, so I can't keep up with any of them. So the first few were really good, but
Yeah,
I don't see
the
the appeal.
remake that I loved was Soul Silver and Heart Gold or whatever, because I thought those two games were fantastic.
yeah. I loved those.
Ruby
I
and
love Gold and Silver.
what is it? Ruby and Sapphire.
Sapphire.
Yeah, I mean, they're fine. People love them. People are happy, so that's great.
Yeah.
Yeah, it just doesn't appeal to me, but I do appreciate that people enjoy those games. I think it's a
Right.
well-made series, but it's not something that I'm particularly interested in.
Next, we have Bayonetta 2, which is set to release in October. And it comes with Bayonetta 1, which I love because I haven't played the first one. So I can just get right into the series. And I believe Bayonetta 1, it will have costumes based off Nintendo characters like Samus,
Looks like it.
Link, Peach, etc.
I never played the first one. I can't say much about this one, I guess. It looked wacky.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm on the same boat as you guys. I didn't play Bayonetta 1. I wasn't particularly interested in it, and honestly, I'm not too interested in this one. But to each their own, I guess.
Yeah. I'm probably going to check out maybe some reviews or someone I trust, see if they like it or not. Maybe I'll pick it up, but it's not a day one purchase for me. And up next, we have Hyrule Warriors, which is a Zelda Dynasty Warriors crossover. It's supposed to come out September. They revealed a demo and 2 new playable characters so far of Zelda and Midna.
Yeah, I'm a Dynasty Warriors fan. I mean, even down to the Romance of the Three Kingdoms books. I actually have read the book, and so I'm a fan of the whole Dynasty Warriors game and the mythology behind it. As far as that series, it's actually kind of gotten a bit old for me because they haven't really done a lot to make changes to it. I did enjoy the latest Warriors Orochi, which is kind of a spin-off. What has that gameplay with a number of different characters, and including Ryu from Ninja Gaiden, and a bunch of different characters. So this seems like more of that. It seems more along the line of the Warriors Orochi series, which is kind of a spin-off, and adding Zelda characters. I'm interested in this.
So do you think it'll breathe new life into the franchise for you, or do you think?
Yes, that's what I'm hoping for, and based on what I've seen so far, I think it will.
Cool.
I think it's going to do extraordinarily well in Japan because Japan loves Dynasty Warriors. They love Zelda. I mean, it's a match made in heaven for them.
Yeah.
I never really played Dynasty Warriors, so I don't have much to say about this. But it seems cool, and I'll probably get it.
Up next, we have Kirby Rainbow Curse. There's a trailer shown, expected for 2015 release. I didn't really pay attention to this, so I don't really have much to say about it.
Yeah. I don't have much to say about this either.
Yeah, it's along the same lines as the Yarn Yoshi.
Yeah.
It's a game that it's the simplistic gameplay, and it really is marketed towards kids. And you know, I can appreciate that. The target market that it
Yeah.
has, but
Right.
it's not something that I don't think any of us would really be all that interested in playing.
Yeah. I like Kirby, but I'm not like I love Kirby. I need it. It's like it looks cool.
Mhm.
Maybe I'll check it out. I'm not
Is
sure
anyone getting
yet.
sick of all these 2D games? Like I kind of want like a 3D Kirby or like a 3D Yoshi maybe. Like I love the 2D games, don't get me wrong, but
Kirby Air
Nintendo's
Ride.
been cashing in on those 2D games like
Kirby Air Ride.
Kirby Air Ride was
New Super
great.
Mario Bros.
Kirby Air Ride was fantastic.
Oh man. All right. Up next, what I'm so excited for, Xenoblade Chronicles X. It's a Japanese RPG from Monolith Soft. It's essentially a sequel to Xenoblade Chronicles. I don't know if you guys have played that because they're such a limited run here, but it's supposed to come out in 2015.
I don't know much about the Xenoblade Chronicles series. It's not something that I've ever played, but what I saw in the preview, I thought it was pretty interesting. So
Hmm.
you'll have to check that one out and let me know what you think. If you like
Yeah,
it, I'll probably
that's a
take
day one for
a
me.
glance at it. Okay.
Yeah, it's definitely interesting. Like with the mechs and stuff, open world. It's probably like the first open world game on Wii U, probably. But yeah, I don't know much about it.
Yeah, there's not much to say. I'm excited. I love Xenoblade. It's great graphics in an open world game. Be awesome. Up next, we got Mario Maker. We saw a demo. Essentially, you can just construct Mario levels and just add new pipes, enemies, etc. And you can change the art style to the original Mario Brothers game, or even the Wii U version, which seems pretty
So I know
cool.
I said I don't like creating levels and games and things like that. But this has me interested.
It's funny.
Yeah.
I'm in the same boat. I'm in the exact same boat. I don't like those kinds of games. I don't like those games
Yeah.
where you have to create your own experience. But I was so interested in this old Mario Maker. I think that this is something that I can play with family members and
Yeah.
friends and things. And I'm
Yeah,
really
and I have a
interested in
feeling
it.
knowing Nintendo, it'll be really simple. I mean, it'll be as powerful as it needs to be, and it'll be easy to use. And I think people can make some really cool stuff with this, and I'm interested, definitely.
Yeah, it's just like make your own Mario levels would be so cool because it seems a lot simpler than the other games. It wouldn't take as much time.
Mm.
So I think it looks really cool.
Yeah, I like the point you made, Julius, how you have family members, maybe create a level and say, hey, try and beat this level. I made it myself. That'd be pretty cool to do. Up next, we have Splatoon. It's a new Wii U IP. I think it's a really cool idea. Essentially, you're using paint to cover the map, and it's like 4-on-4 combat. You can hide inside the paint and pop out and ambush enemies. I think it's a really cool idea.
Is it paint or
It's like
ink?
I think it's ink.
Oh, okay. So, but yeah, it looks pretty simplistic, but I don't know. I might give it a try. It seems like it's unique and that there's like defend while you attack. So I don't know.
It's a new Nintendo IP. I mean, how many of those do we actually get?
Very
Aside
seldom.
from like the Wonderful 101, we really haven't had any kind of new IPs for Nintendo, and it's like
Hmm.
this is like it's like a Nintendo centric shooter almost. It's a shooter with like a Nintendo feel, and
Hmm.
I mean I'm interested in this one.
I'm very
It's
interested.
definitely simple gameplay, but it looks like it can be pretty addictive. So I'm looking forward to Splatoon. Splatoon, I think I'm saying
Yeah.
it correctly.
Um,
Splatoon.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to
it,
this.
it it looks interesting, and it'll have that Nintendo level of polish. Like I think it'll be fun. I just don't know. I'm not a big multiplayer guy, so I don't know if it'll really be able to hold me. Um, but I don't know. I honestly don't really know. I'll probably give it a try though.
Yeah, I think it was really fun. Up next, finally, a new Star Fox. It's supposed to come out to Wii U late 2015, from what I've heard. I'm really hoping it's just a HD, almost like a Star Fox 64, just play through the planets and just shoot around.
Yeah, and this is one of my predictions on the site. I'm all aboard a new Star Fox game. Star Fox 64 was great. A lot of people didn't like Adventures. I thought it was fine. I thought it worked. Assault wasn't that good though, but I think I think this could be pretty cool, especially with the Wiimote or with the gamepad. I think they can do some pretty cool things with that.
Yep.
Yeah, looking forward to it. This is something that's it's well overdue.
Yeah, exactly.
So.
It's well overdue.
Yeah,
it's been like 10 years almost now.
Yeah.
Thank God.
So
I like Star Fox 64, so I'm pretty excited.
Yeah.
And yeah, what Jake said about the gamepad, I think
so
that
as
could
a
be
whole,
really cool.
what'd you guys think of the Nintendo conference?
I thought it was better than what I expected. You know, I was expecting Smash, a couple other games, but I wasn't really expecting some of these games to come out. And I'm really excited because 2015 looks really strong for the Wii U.
Yeah, I thought it was good. There's some games that I really wanted to see that I didn't see, like Metroid Prime being one, but it wouldn't make sense for Nintendo to make a Metroid Prime because it doesn't really get people to buy the console. But I'd love another Metroid
doesn't sell
game.
well.
Yeah, quite honestly, I was expecting to be disappointed by the Nintendo press conference, and so maybe it's because I went in with with that disappointment already in my head. I was actually impressed, by what Nintendo had to offer. They have they're sticking to that Nintendo kind of feel, and then, they're not taking a lot of risk. But the games that they have coming up, are some of the ones I was most interested in. So I'm really looking forward to what Nintendo has to offer and what will be coming to the Wii U.
Yeah, I'm kind of on the other side of that because I came in and thought they could like do some really cool stuff because 2014 is kind of an off year for PS4 and Xbox One since they don't really have much out. And I thought they could release a lot of cool stuff that's coming this year, but there wasn't that many big IPs coming back, and there's just a ton of smaller stuff. It's not bad, but it's not gonna move more Wii U's. So I thought it was average.
Yeah. Another thing too was the Robot Chicken art style. I mean, that was pretty cool. They had like Seth Green doing the voice of Mario and stuff.
I did love the outrageous opening. That I was laughing so hard at that.
So overall, we kind of talked about this a little, but who do you think had the best conference overall?
I'm gonna say Microsoft because, I mean, like Julius said earlier, last year was just a debacle. There's nothing definitive, and this year was just games. They came out guns a blazing, showed some really cool stuff, some new IPs, and they really sold me on the Xbox One.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just reiterating is that fact that Microsoft was impressive. They came with the best they had to offer, and they definitely they put it on display, and they did it in an exciting manner, so I gotta say the best press conference went to Microsoft.
Yeah, same with me. Yeah, it was definitely a far cry from what we saw last year. Last year was a huge disappointment for me, especially because I was with the 360 the entire time, and I ended up buying the Xbox One, even though I kind of regretted it. But after that conference, like I'm happy that I bought the Xbox One again. No Blinks 3 though.
Yeah, I think
Blinks 3 was kind of cool.
Yeah, I think Microsoft won too. It's not that last year's was horrible, but it's just they had a few, the whole online debacle and stuff, and then Sony kind of blew them out of the water. But yeah, they still won this year because they were all about the games, and that's all they had. And then PlayStation was close behind, but since their slow middle wasn't good and kind of took me out of it, so Microsoft won.
I think to end it, why don't we just decide? I mean, E3 is obviously not over yet, but as for press conferences go, what was your guys' game of show?
Overall, or per press conference?
Overall, I'm gonna say No Man's Sky for me. No Man's Sky stole the show entirely. The Order was really close, cool. And so is Uncharted. but No Man's Sky overall, I'm so excited for that game.
That's tough. I really can't think one on the top of my head. Splatoon is definitely up there because it was unexpected. I'm just so intrigued by that. But I'm just gonna go with Zelda. Wii U.
Think Sunset Overdrive is up there. Maybe that or The Division, just because they had the tons of Division gameplay. But Sunset Overdrive seemed really cool and kind of the biggest game for Xbox that's like in the near future. So yeah, Sunset Overdrive.
Yeah, all the games, we mentioned, there were a bunch of them that looked good. There were a bunch of them that I thought were awesome. If and I have to put the caveat on this that if we didn't already see this, in the previous, E3, I would have said The Witcher 3. Because The Witcher 3 looks awesome, but The Witcher 3 was right there among my best to show in last year's E3, and we had, so we still haven't received it yet, and I know it's coming, and it looks great. So, but all that aside, I'll have to say No Man's Sky. It's the game that it has to deliver on what it promises.
But if it does,
but if it does, it's going to be a memorable experience, and probably one of the most memorable experiences in this generation if it delivers on what it promises.
I agree. Well, there you have it. I think that wraps up the first episode. If you want more, go to www.icedjgaming.weebly.com. You can find our E3, our horribly wrong E3 predictions. You can read some reviews. Lots of news. But thanks for listening.
I have a surprise, actually.
We're not done yet. Keep recording.
Your surprise. I forgot about that.
A new Nintendo IP.
Okay. You have the inside information?
It's being created by Intelligent Systems. It's on the 3DS, and it's called Codename Steam. That's all I know, but it sounds interesting.
Okay.
All right.
It was.
So what is that?
It was just revealed like an hour ago.
Oh, okay.
I was scrolling through Twitter for it. I was like, this seems really cool. I thought I would share
I'll
this.
have to check that out. Yeah, 3DS.
Wait, it's on 3DS?
Yeah, it's a new IP.
We fit 3DS.
Yeah.